Hi, I'm Alistair Weaver. That is the extraordinarily talented Jonathan Alfarlan. This is a BMW M4 Competition. That is a Mustang Dark Horse with supercharger. And this is Edmunds U-Drags. Let's get on with it.
And here we go. Today we have the 2024 Ford Mustang Dark Horse with 810 horsepower and 615 pound-feet of torque. It's running on Pirelli P0 Trofeo RSs. Going up against the 2025 BMW M4 Competition with 503 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. It's running on Michelin Pilot Sport 4Ss. These two are going head-to-head in our Edmunds U-Drag track, which starts with a quarter-mile drag, then they hit the brakes, do a 180, and power back to start-finish. After the first run, we'll swap drivers and lanes and do it again. Do you love Edmunds U-Drags? Subscribe now and visit Edmunds.com, where you'll find all the info and inventory you need for new or used vehicles, including the famous Edmunds ratings. And if you're looking to sell, we'll even make you a cash offer for your car.
So, M4 Competition, complete with a Yas Marina trim. This is a $2,500 option to go with a $4,500 paint job. But you know what? Kind of like it. Anyway, back to making it go fast. What do we have to do? We set up the M2 mode. So engine in Sport Plus, chassis in Sport Plus. Not sure about this. This is a bumpy circuit. Might dial that back a little bit to give me a little bit more compression. Steering in Sport, braking Sport probably doesn't make a lot of difference. M traction control, I've got that off. Stability control is off. And then left foot on the brake to activate the launch control. I think now there is a trick, and if you're a regular watcher of Edmunds U-Drags, you'll know this, and it tends to drive us nuts. You have to start off the car in sport mode, sport gearbox, but then you want to stick it into drive for coming out of the corner. So you have to get into about fourth gear and give the gear stick a good whack with the first switch, knocks it into drive, and that's the fastest way of running our course, even if it seems a little bit crude. So that's the plan. So this should be mighty close.
All right, we are in our Dark Horse, and it has a huge supercharger under the hood now. We saw it dispatch the Corvette, which was a surprise. Now it's going against that M4, which, I mean, to be honest, it is a bit underrated. How we're going to launch this thing, we're going to put it in drag strip mode, and then we're going to go ahead and turn off traction and stability control. This doesn't have launch control, unfortunately. That's enough talk. Let's get going. Wish us luck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. We got the jump on the Mustang.
Come on, hook up, hook up, hook up. Come on, get him, Dark Horse. Oh, not too bad, not too bad.
Fourth gear. Just flick the gear stick across. Right, focus. Let's get the braking done. This thing never stops that well.
Wow. Whoa. Wild ride, wild ride.
I feel the Mustang coming at me.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, it's a bit slow on the take, on the brake.
Oh, I think I got him.
And now the Mustang's away. It's slow coming out of that corner.
Oh yeah, baby, we got it.
A little bit slow to downshift, and he's just got more power.
Oh man. Dude, that is insane. Woo! That is a lot of speed.
Yeah, it's crazy that this launched better, and then I thought I kind of had you, and then suddenly you were there under braking. This thing does not brake well. I feel like I'm braking way earlier than I naturally would.
Yeah, I mean, by comparison, this thing brakes incredibly well. I think a lot of it is to do with the crazy sticky gumball tires that it has. But yeah, I mean, the launch, I feel like I am just like babying this thing out of the hole and just waiting for it to hook up. But once it does, like I'm not that far behind you. And then when the motor and the boost just kicks in, I'm just starting to reel you in. And I think by the time we hit the quarter mile, I was like, yeah, this thing has it, because I definitely have the horsepower going down on the way back. So yeah, crazy.
The other thing about this is just getting it out of the corner. I feel like the gearbox is hunting. I was trying to work out whether it might be better to try to like paddle shift it myself, but it just felt like as you go back on the throttle, if you get too aggressive initially, you know, you don't want to start getting a bit of oversteer. It just feels like the gearbox is hunting a little bit sometimes. It's not the fastest transmission.
But yeah, man, this Ford just seems to have all the right things to really put some pretty formidable cars to sleep. But I think with all that said, I really want to get a chance at that BMW.
Here we go, Mustang Dark Horse Supercharged. Nothing really to do any different to Jonathan. We're in drag strip mode, and then really it's just babying it off the line, 1500, 2000 RPM, and you're just really feeling the traction come in, allowing a little bit of slip, you know, not getting too excited and lighting everything up. And that is the key to success. We know that BMW will launch hard, but I got to keep it in sight, use the power, and then use this braking performance of this car to seal the victory.
All right, guys, it is BMW time for me. I have to take a minute to just admire this interior, though. This is an amazing interior. It feels like I am in a 90s body glove wetsuit. I love the colorways. So, all right, so I'm not gonna change anything really from Alistair's approach. We saw that Mustang's got a ton of power, a ton of torque, ton of top end. So really, if I am not ahead by the time I hit that turnaround, then I think the game is lost. So, but anyways, we'll have fun doing it either way. Let's go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Let's go.
That's pretty good.
Come on, you got this. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Okay, now the power's catching him. Here we go. Pick your braking. Man, this thing stops.
All right, you got it. Come on, BMW. Oh my God.
Oh, now the power's kicking in. Bye-bye, Mr. BMW.
Oh, that top end.
Yeehaw! 135-ish across the line.
God, that thing sounds fantastic. Man, it's so disheartening to see that thing just pull on you. But I mean, I'm still having fun in this thing. It's kind of what you said, like you don't quite have the stopping power. I totally think it's the tires. Like you just does not have the grip of the Trofeo RSs. So, you know, the BMW is a bit at a disadvantage, but it doesn't make that big of a difference. You don't gain much time, I think. There's a little time to be gained on the braking and the cornering, but ultimately that thing just has way more power.
You know, we've got no carbon ceramic brakes on this, which you have on the BMW, but this thing stops way better, which perhaps just shows how important tyres are, because this gives me so much confidence under braking and again on traction out of the corner. You know, and I think now, particularly on a grippy surface like this, we've got the hang of launching it, and even though that BMW launches faster, this is not too far behind. The more I drive this thing, the more I like it.
Well, that was exhilarating. Here's the track conditions. And for the best numbers. 0 to 60 goes to the M4 at 3.7 seconds. Quarter mile, the Dark Horse at 11.4 seconds at 129. Max cornering goes to the Mustang, pulling 1.33 Gs. And the win goes to the Dark Horse with a time of 32.9 at 137.3. For the official leaderboard, head on over to edmunds.com/U-Drags. Neither car improved on their previous best times, so the Dark Horse stays in 15th and the M4 in 28th.
So, Jonathan, America's Mustang beat Germany's Mustang pretty convincingly.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I still really like Germany's Mustang.
Germany's Mustang's pretty good.
That's pretty good. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, the actual Mustang, our supercharged Dark Horse, has more power. It's got more grip. It's just got more Merca to it. And in this format, that is enough to pull out a W.
So this is the car that Edmunds owns. We bought it as a Dark Horse. We supercharged it to give it all of the extra oomph. And that has transformed it from a car that did pretty well in these conditions into something that at the moment is turning into something of a giant killer. It might not have all the electronic sophistication of the BMW. It might not have Yas Marina seats, but it still wins the day, and my God, it sounds good. One other thing we should call out, the fabulous merchandise that Jonathan is sporting here is available in our YouTube store if you just look down here, and I think at a reasonable price. I don't think we make any profit on it, so it's whatever YouTube charges us, but we thought it'd be nice to share the love a little bit. If you're feeling like a proper Edmunds U-Drags fan, then obviously tell us below what else we should be racing against next, or perhaps what you think can beat our now legendary Mustang. Thanks so much for watching. Check out edmunds.com for all your car shopping needs. See you next time.